In the history of true crime, few names evoke as much terror and fascination as the Zodiac Killer. In the late 1960s, the San Francisco Bay Area became the stage for a sadistic game of cat and mouse. A brutal serial killer did not just take innocent lives. He actively mocked the police and the public through cryptic letters sent to local newspapers. He claimed to have taken 37 lives, though authorities could only officially confirm 5. Who was this monster hiding in plain sight? How did he manage to escape justice for over half a century? And what do the wildest corners of the internet say about his true identity? Today we are diving deep into the unsolved files of the Zodiac. Make sure to stay until the very end, because some of these internet theories will completely shock you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss another deep dive. Let's begin. The horror officially began in December 1968. 2 teenagers, David Faraday and Betty Lou Jensen, were shot and killed in a secluded lover's lane in Vallejo, California. Months later, in July 1969, another young couple was attacked in a similar fashion. This time, one of the victims, Michael Medjo, survived the horrific ordeal and provided the police with the very first physical description of the shooter. But the real terror was not just the brutality of the crimes. It was the killer's need for fame. In August 1969, 3 major California newspapers received identical handwritten letters. The author claimed responsibility for the attacks and included a complex cipher containing 408 mysterious symbols. He threatened that if the letters were not published on the front page, he would kill again that weekend. This was the first time the world ever heard the spine-chilling words, "This is the Zodiac speaking." In a later correspondence, he went as far as mailing a bloody piece of clothing belonging to his last confirmed victim, taxi driver Paul Stein, to prove he was the actual author. The Zodiac was not just a killer, he was a master media manipulator. He craved the spotlight. His ciphers were designed to challenge the brightest minds in military cryptography. The first cipher, known as Z408, was quickly cracked by a local schoolteacher and his wife. The decoded message was horrifying. "I like killing people because it is so much fun." However, his second major cipher, Z340, remained completely unsolved for 51 years. It was finally broken in 2020 by a team of independent codebreakers from 3 different countries. Unfortunately, the decoded text contained no real names, only more mockery directed at the authorities trying to catch him. Over the decades, police and amateur sleuths have looked into more than 2,500 suspects, yet only a few individuals truly stood out to investigators. The most famous and compelling suspect in the history of the case was a man named Arthur Lee Allen. Allen was the only suspect for whom the police ever obtained official search warrants. The sheer number of coincidences surrounding him is staggering. He wore a brand of watch called Zodiac, which featured the exact crosshair symbol the killer used as a signature. A close friend also told police that Allen had explicitly mentioned his desire to kill couples at random, call himself the Zodiac, and attach a flashlight to his gun, the exact modus operandi used by the real killer later on. Furthermore, Allen was known to be in the exact areas of the murders when they occurred. Despite a mountain of circumstantial evidence, police could never officially charge him. His fingerprints did not match those found on the letters. His handwriting was different, and partial DNA extracted from the envelopes did not match his. Arthur Lee Allen passed away in 1992, taking his secrets to the grave. Another heavily debated suspect was Lawrence Kane. Kane worked in the same region where one of the victims was last seen alive. Additionally, he had suffered a severe brain injury in a car accident, which psychologists suggested might have destroyed his capacity for empathy. One surviving victim even pointed to Kane in a photo lineup, but judges ruled the evidence too weak for a definitive arrest. We also cannot ignore the name Gary Francis Post. In 2021, an independent group of investigators called the Casebreakers publicly claimed that Post, who died in 2018, was the actual killer. They pointed out scars on Post's forehead that perfectly matched the police sketch from 1969. However, the FBI and local police departments quickly dismissed these claims, stating that the case remains officially open and unsolved. More than 50 years have passed since the last confirmed letters were sent by the Zodiac. If he is still alive somewhere in the world today, he would be well into his 90s. The probability of ever finding him alive decreases dramatically with each passing day. The Zodiac case remains an open wound in California's history and a dark reminder of how a single individual, armed with a twisted mind and a pen, could terrify an entire nation. He did not just leave behind an unsolved puzzle for detectives. He created a dark myth that continues to haunt us today. What do you think? Was Arthur Lee Allen the real killer? Or was the true Zodiac someone the police never even suspected? Do you believe modern DNA technology will ever solve this cold case? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow true crime enthusiasts. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.